Hello. हेलो पंकज, आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in previous class we already discussed the simulation of single phase semiconductor for the resistive load. Okay, now in this session we are going to again same circuit for the RL load. Okay, so only changes is load part. That means instead of resistance we consider RL load. Okay, so what is the main component required for the single phase full wave semi converter for the RL load? What are the components required? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what are the switching devices required for the semi converter? Means
Semiconductor, sir.
yeah. Which are the devices required for uncontrolled and which are the controlled devices?
Yes, sir. Uncontrolled devices, sir.
Yeah, uncontrolled. So obviously the output voltage which parameter which power electronics device cannot be controlled, that is known as uncontrolled switching devices, is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So uncontrolled switching device is diode. That means we cannot control the output of the diode. Whenever the diode in forward bias, they will conduct. Okay. But
Yes, sir.
in control devices, that means various type of control switching power electronics devices are available, in which the
Sir,
SCR.
every type of device.
Yeah, sorry.
There and sir, like MOSFET and IGBT and
Yeah,
BJT,
yeah,
like this, sir.
various type of switching device available for the control switching devices. Okay,
Okay, sir.
where we require to get pulse provide in that switching device, even in forward bias they are. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
that devices are known as the control
Uncontrolled.
devices. Okay, so this is the basic difference in the uncontrolled and controlled switching devices. So
Yes, sir.
whenever you design this circuit, either for uncontrolled rectifier or controlled rectifier, okay, so corresponding to that switching device you have to select. Okay, we already discussed about in the separately fully controlled, fully uncontrolled. That means all the switching devices required for that circuit is either uncontrolled switching device or maybe control switching device. Okay. If the circuit is fully controlled, then all the switching devices required is control switching device. If the circuit is uncontrolled rectifier, so whatever the number of switching devices required, that is uncontrolled devices, uncontrolled switching devices. Okay. But in semi-control, that means meaning is the same clear here. That means half of the switching device can be control switching device and half of the switching device is uncontrolled switching device. Okay. So in semi-controlled rectifier, that means half of the switching device is control switching device and half of the switching device is uncontrolled rectifier, uncontrolled switching device. Okay. That means if we design here single phase full wave semi control, that means in the full wave we require 4 number of switching devices. Is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For the single phase we require 4 number of switching devices. So here we require for the semi control, that means two either control switching device or two uncontrolled switching device. Okay, that means two we
Yes.
use here SCR and two diode. Okay, So
Yes,
from
sir.
that switching device, we just try to simulate the circuit. Is it clear? Now one AC voltage
Yes, sir.
source is required, another is load, that means RL load required. So just this circuit we try to simulate in MATLAB. Okay. So in MATLAB, just first of all, open the MATLAB and just try to simulate all the circuit of the single phase full wave semi control converter rectifier. Okay. So just open here MATLAB. Just wait few minutes. Now it takes some time, so just wait few minutes or open the MATLAB. So can you draw this circuit for this single phase full wave semi converter in copy with the help of pen?
Copies.
Yeah, can you draw?
Sir, I will try.
Yeah, just try. Tell me the and match with whatever I circuit design here with your answer sheet. Okay. So just to first draw in your copy how you can single phase AC source and two SCR and two diode connection with the help of one RL load. So simply you maybe connect two SCR and two diode and one AC voltage source and RL load. Simply. Okay.
So this will be one AC voltage.
One is single phase AC voltage source.
Yes, sir.
Simply you can draw in copy and with that voltage AC source, we draw the bridge type semi-converter, that means two SCR in upper part and two SCR in lower part, and just connect the AC voltage source to two terminals in bridge. Okay. And with the output, just connect the RL load. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can just match here. You have the draw the circuit diagram.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
Okay, fine. Just draw. For helpful for you. So this is another type of model open here in MATLAB. So just this one is previous. So just this close one, this model, and we try to simulate today.
So this will be one RL, no, sir?
Yeah, RL load.
D1, D2, D3, D4.
Two SCR and two diode connect in bridge type rectifier. And with the output of the bridge type rectifier, just connect RL load and input AC supply voltage, single phase AC voltage supply voltage source.
Sir, I have simply bridge rectifier, two diode, two simple diode, two SCR, and one
Two SCR and two diode.
yes, sir, and
So
one load.
one load. Yeah. That load is RL
Yes,
load.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So I think the circuit will becomes to look like this one. That means two SCR and two diode are connected in this manner. Okay. Either you may be connected in this way or maybe this source may be connected here. That means the output of AC voltage source is one terminal is connected here and negative polarity is connected here. Okay.
Yes.
Similar to this one, na? And here load is your RL load. Okay. The output of the rectifier is connected with the load. Okay.
Yes.
So this circuit we just try to simulate in MATLAB. Okay. Whatever the circuit connection is available here, we just try to simulate in MATLAB. So already you have circuit diagram, you draw the circuit diagram. So either this one, you may be, okay. So two thyristor, that means thyristor number 1 and 2 and diode D1 and D2 or maybe whatever you marking D2 and D1 doesn't matter. So
Yes.
single AC voltage source is connected here, that is converted into DC. Okay, so this is your load RL load and the output voltage can be measured with the 1 voltmeter connected here. So this circuit we want to design in MATLAB. Okay, this circuit
Yes.
we want to design in MATLAB and just try to observe their output voltage waveform and current waveform and the input voltage waveform with the MATLAB. Okay, so just yeah, try to we open just MATLAB interface here. So just
Sir, please show. Sir, excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, please show the figure once again.
figure. Okay.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
will take a screenshot.
Yeah. So, this is the circuit for the single phase full wave semi converter for the RL load.
Okay, thank you. Sir.
Yeah. So this circuit we want to design in MATLAB. So all the components we have to remember what are the various type of components required for complete the circuit. Okay. So you just keep in your mind and you are going to design in MATLAB. Okay. So two SCR and two diode and one is your AC voltage source and one load. Okay. And input and output voltage for that means the 2 voltmeter required, and if you want to measure the output current waveform variation, that means one ammeter. Okay, so these three element measuring element and 4 switching devices, one AC voltage source and one load we required for design this circuit. Okay, so just try to simulate this circuit in MATLAB. So just open here MATLAB interface, just look like this one. So just type here Simulink, okay. Simulink, and just enter. Okay. Now we open the new workspace. Okay. You open the new workspace. That means go to the this symbol here. So the new workspace create here. So just click here. Okay, and just go to the Simulink model. Okay. So new workspace create here as the untitled name. Okay. New workspace where you simulate the circuit. Okay. So this circuit is untitled model. We want to save. So just go to the file and just go to the save as. Okay. I want to just save this model in this folder. That means here 6th semester. That means I already made a one folder that means the name of the simulation lab. Okay. So just open here and I want to save this model in this folder. So we already, I think up to nine model we already designed. So this one is name as the model number 10. Okay. So I think just name this model number 10. Model number 10. Okay. And save. So this model save in this folder Simulink lab. Okay. Now the untitled model, just your name as model number 10. Okay. So save with the name of model number 10. Now you can simulate the circuit here. Okay. So what are the components required for this simulation of the circuit? Have you remember? Have you circuit diagram already? So just tell me what are the components required for simulating the circuit?
To uncontrolled device,
Uncontrolled switching device,
switching device, and
So
Uh,
whatever your requirement, one point remember
yes.
here, whatever your
Mhm.
requirement, first of all you go to the Simulink library. So this one is the symbol for the Simulink library. Okay. And here various type
So
of, yeah. So here
what is
various,
that?
sorry,
Simulink, what did you say?
Simulink
There.
library. Okay. So this
Okay.
is,
Okay, sir.
this is
Okay, sir.
symbol of Simulink library. When you click on this one, you will find various type of block here. Okay. So you maybe go to CMSCAP. Okay. So here is the CMSCAP. Okay. So just click here, and in CMSCAP, you go to the Sim Power System. You must remember this one. Okay. So when you click on Sim Power System, you maybe find out various type of element here. That means electrical source, element, machine, measurement, and power electronics. So you require two switch, uncontrolled switches and two control switches. Na? So go to the power electronics. Click here, power electronics. So various type of power electronics switching device available here. So according to your requirement, you just drag this switching into the workspace. Okay, where is the workspace here? This one. This one is your workspace. So we require two SCR now. So just click on the thyristor, add to the model number 10. You click on the SCR. So add to the model number 1. That means if you click here, your SCR or thyristor come to this the workspace. That is in model number 10.
Sir, we can drag to the slide.
Yeah, directly you can drag. Suppose that I just eliminate here. You can also drag from this library block thyristor to this workspace. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next, what you require?
Diode, sir.
Diode. Okay. So diode is available here again. So just drag to the workspace, model number 10. Okay. Next, what we require?
Yeah. One AC source. AC
One AC
voltage.
voltage source. Okay. So again, you just
Yes.
see here electrical source. Okay. Are you able to see here?
No, sir.
You cannot see
Sir,
this.
this is
Yeah.
no, sir. This is all power devices, sir.
Yeah, here not available. I just cut it, put here. Are you able to see the cuts it here?
No, sir. I can't see electrical device.
Can you see electrical source written here, not device available? So when you click here,
Okay.
can you see this side of, can you read or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is visible.
You cannot read this side, left side corner? Electrical
Yes, sir.
source,
Yes, sir. Yes,
electrical
sir. Electrical source
element,
element.
machine, measurement. So go to the electrical source. So just click here
Yes, sir.
on electrical source. Okay. Then you
Yes.
will find here various type of electrical source available here. So just
Yes, sir.
click
AC
here
voltage
on the
source.
AC voltage source. So just drag to the workspace. Okay. So AC voltage source available here. Now just tell me next requirement.
RL, sir.
RL load. Okay. That means again go to the here below the electrical source element. Can you see written here element?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just click on the element, then you maybe find the various type of electrical element. Okay. So just practice how we can got the our required block. Okay. So when you
Yes, sir.
click on element, various type of electrical element available here. So according to your requirement, just drag into the workspace. So just I drag this RLC branch here. Now it is okay.
Sir, that is RLC, sir. That means
Yeah.
electrical
This
and
is
capacitor.
RLC. I am going to explain with the RL. Okay. Now it is clear
Okay.
up to this point.
Yes, sir. It is clear now.
Yeah, fine. Next block or any more things? What we require?
Uh, Sir, that's it.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think block we already drag into the workspace. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
we know that for the SCR, we require to provide the gate pulse. Okay. So we require a pulse generator. Is it not? So we
Yeah.
require pulse generator. So just again, if you don't know the pulse generator where or which particular types of block is available in which block, so just you simply type here in search space and just enter, then you will get that block. Okay.
But
So pulse generator. If you type here and enter, so directly you maybe got that block. Okay, so just wait. Yeah. So pulse generator is here. Now this pulse generator drag into the workspace. Okay. Now
yes,
for the measurement of input voltage waveform or output voltage waveform or output current waveform, we require voltmeter and ammeter. Is it not?
yes, sir.
So for that voltmeter or ammeter, again go to the Simulink library into the measurement part. Okay. So here, if you move this one, go to the measurement. Okay. So if you click on measurement, you will find out here various type of measurement device. Okay. So just one voltmeter, drag up to this point, that means in workspace, and one ammeter, drag to this point.
Okay.
Now I think the all block
Required
drag
element.
into the model.
Yes.
Now, one more things we require for the observation the or voltage waveform, we require one scope where we can see the voltage waveform variation. So, for a scope, you just go to click on sync. Okay. So in sync,
Yes, sir.
various type of sync available here. I will display out of scope. So just drag this scope into the workspace. Now I think we all this is the
Sir, sir, why we required a scope?
scope because we can see with the help of this scope the variation of input voltage waveform or output voltage waveform or output current waveform. Okay.
Okay,
The
sir.
variation of input voltage waveform, that is sinusoidal, or what is the variation of output voltage? Output voltage variation and output current waveform. Okay, that can be observed from this scope. Okay. One more block here required, that is known as the power guide for the operation of this circuit. Okay, that means power guide. You just type here simply and enter. Okay. So this power guide available here. Now just drag to the workspace. Okay. Now we all the required block drag into the workspace. Now just simply connect this block in a proper manner for the single phase semi-control rectifier. Okay. So now
Yes, sir.
just this workspace I just took full screen and then now just reconnect all these blocks. Okay. So just move this scope up to this point. This voltmeter I draw up to this point up to this point, and this load just put here. And first we started with the AC voltage source. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
AC voltage source, just click here, double click. So you can change the parameters of the AC voltage source. Okay. This one is peak amplitude. So what is the peak amplitude value of the single phase rectifier?
100.
Single phase supply voltage? What is the value of single phase supply voltage? RMS value?
RMS value of single phase.
230? Is it not?
230. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 230.
230. So here required will peak amplitude, that is maximum amplitude. So maximum amplitude equal to root 2 times of RMS value. Is it not? Root 2
Yes,
times of RMS value. That means if RMS value is 230, so 230 RMS value for the single phase supply voltage. If you
Yes, sir.
multiply by root 2, then you will get the maximum voltage. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
root 2 value is equal to nothing but 1.41 or 42, whatever you may want to write. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And standard frequency I think is your 50 hertz.
50 hertz.
Yeah. So just apply,
Yes.
and okay. So we just put the AC voltage, supply voltage value. Okay. Now just reconnect the circuit. So 2 ACR. Okay. And this just double click on the diode and just deactivate this one and just deactivate here and apply and OK. So just you convert the as the diode connection. Okay, that means this path is inactive. So only one terminal.
Yes,
So
sir.
diode, we require 2 diode and 2 SCR. Okay, but we
Yes,
available
sir.
here only one SCR and one diode. So how we can just create one more diode or one more SCR?
Double click and drag.
Double click or drag to the left point. So
Yes,
maybe create another SCR or maybe again drag from the Simulink library. Okay. So
sir. Another method to bring one more.
sorry.
Another method to bring one more diode or thyristor.
Again go to the Simulink library and again drag from that
So that's
library.
complicated.
Yeah,
Sir, leave it. That's complicated, sir.
that is complicated, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you just follow this one. That means again just double click and drag to the left point. Okay. So we create
Yes.
one SCR already here. So create another diode. Okay. So just create another SCR and another diode, and this diode and SCR just eliminate. So just delete this one. So already numbering as a diode. Okay, thyristor 1, thyristor 2, diode 1 and diode 2. Now just connect this SCR and diode in proper manner, whatever you have circuit diagram. Okay. If you click on this block, that means SCR, and control R, press control R, so you can rotate this block. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So this is your, you can rotate this block. Now this is your SCR.
Sir, we can arrange it in a tilt manner.
Yeah, you can arrange whatever your convenience. So
Sir, it is vertical or vertical and horizontal. I want to fix it in a tilt manner, sir.
yeah, so
That
this
means
is your one gate anode point. This one is your anode point and gate terminal. Okay, here you provide the gate pulse, and this is your output. Okay, so just
yes.
arrange this one in vertical portion. So just
Mm.
go to this one. Yeah, so this is put here. Now just paste diode, this diode here,
Okay.
and
Yes,
just
sir.
rotate. Yeah.
Yes.
Now you just drag this diode from this point to this point, and again control R, so you are able to drag this one. Okay.
Yes.
Now you can connect this SCR and diode up to this point to this point, and this point to this point. Okay. And from this point to this point. From this point to this point. Now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you can connect AC voltage source, that means one up to this point or one up to this point. Okay, you maybe rearrange this in proper manner, so it is look like in better way. Okay, so just move this block here slightly upward. This is also slightly upward. Now you can connect this positive terminal of the supply voltage to this point. Now it is looking better. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we just disconnect this load. Okay. So if you double click on this load, then again you set their parameters. That means again types of the load. Which types of you load want to? Various type of load combination given here. Resistive load, purely inductive load, purely capacitive, RL, RC, LC, and RLC. Okay. So your requirement is RL load, na?
RL load.
Yeah. So just click here RL, or if your requirement is pure resistive load, just click on resistive, pure resistive. The load is pure inductive, so click on inductance. And if load is pure capacitive, so click on this one. So you can change the load type. Okay. So we just click on RL, and if you can put their value, numerical value. If you don't put any numerical value of resistance and inductance, then it will take the by default value 1. That means resistance equal to 1 ohm and inductance equal to 1 millihenry. Okay. If you put any specified value of resistance and inductance, then just you type here. Okay. Just click on this point, and you maybe change either 5 ohm or maybe 10 ohm, whatever you want to put here resistance value. Okay.
Yes.
So you maybe set their value, resistance value. 2 millihenry. So suppose you may be 2 millihenry. So you type here just 2. Okay. And so you can.
Sir, what is what is their E2 and E?
E to the power or something minus 3. That is written
Oh,
in Henry. Okay. Minus
Henry,
3
yes.
millihenry. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can change the value of resistance and inductance. Okay. Now this is look like circuit RL.
RL.
Yeah. So you maybe change their name in place of RL, RLC. You maybe simply write RL load. Okay. So just
Yes.
click on this one and rotate, and you maybe change their name. So
Name.
just click on here and just type RL load. Okay. Now it is okay. Now we want to this emitter connected in output. So just emitter connect here the output. So just this one is connected to this point. Okay. Output of the rectifier. Now just connect the output of the emitter to the load. So this is connected to the load, and this is just connected to this point. Now it is okay.
Yes, sir. And
Now,
voltmeter should be always connected in parallel, sir.
sorry.
Voltmeter should be always connected in parallel.
Yeah, always connected in parallel voltmeter. So I just want to measure both the input voltage waveform variation and output voltage variation. So just create one more voltmeter. That means one voltmeter connected with the input and one voltmeter connected with the output. Okay.
Output. Yeah.
So just connect this voltmeter going to this point, and so this voltmeter is connected to. So this voltmeter is connected with the input voltage parallel. Again, this voltmeter we want to connect parallel with the output terminal. So this one is our output terminal. Yeah, so already connected.
Yes.
Now, what we left any point? This one. Just change this one. Continuous power guide. Click on the power guide. So just wait 2 minutes. Go to the configuration parameters and just change from continuous to discrete type. And the simple time is by default value 50 microsecond. Okay. So just apply and okay. And now we just set the pulse generator parameters. Okay. Still we are not provide the gate pulse in thyristor 1 and 2. So even in forward bias, these two thyristor, they do not contact until and unless we provide the gate pulse. Okay. So just again create another pulse generator. That means for the sorry this one. Okay. So this pulse generator can be removed. Now pulse generator 1 connected to the thyristor 1 and pulse generator 2 connected to the thyristor number 2.
2.
Okay. So just put the pulse generator parameters. So double click on this pulse generator and just set the amplitude value either 5 or 10, whatever you want. Generally you want 10, 10, 10. So 10. What is the period in second for the AC supply voltage source? 50 microsecond, na? Sorry, 50
Yeah.
hertz. So
50
time
hertz.
period is 1 by 50. That means
1 by 50. That means
0.02. 1 by 50 is 0.02, na? No.
1 by 50, sir.
0.02.
Yes, sir. 0.02.
Yeah. So pulse width we taken as in percentage 5 already. What is the phase delay in second? How we can find out this one?
Phase delay.
At which phase angle delay you want to supply the gate pulse in thyristor number 1? Either you may be 30-degree phase delay, 40-degree, whatever you may be want. So if you want to supply the gate pulse to thyristor 1 at the phase angle delay 30-degree, suppose that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So can we convert in second? That means 30-degree divided by 360 to multiply with time period. So 30 divided by 360, how much?
30 divided by 360.
Yeah, 30 divided by 360.
It's 0.083.
0.08.
Yes, sir. 0.083.
Sorry, here 0.083
0.083.
multiply
Yes,
with
sir.
the period in second. That means 0.02. Okay, so just
Yes, sir.
multiply with 0.02. Okay, so this is the phase delay in second for the thyristor 1. Apply and okay. Okay. Now, what is the phase delay of this thyristor number 2? कितना होगा?
क्या चाहिए सर?
What is the phase angle delay for the thyristor number 2?
Thyristor number 2.
If phase delay of thyristor number 1 apply at the 30-degree. Okay. Then what is the
Yes.
phase angle delay of the thyristor number 2? What is the total angle of the positive half cycle of the sinusoidal wave?
Total angle 90.
0 to pi, na? That is 180 degree.
0 to pi.
Positive half
0
cycle
to
is 0 to pi.
हाँ सर 0 to pi.
Yeah. So in 0 to pi, that means this diode thyristor 1 is forward bias. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So when you gate pulse supply at the 30-degree delay, that means this diode start conduction from the 30-degree delay. Okay. So when the next incoming thyristor conduct after 180 plus 30 degree, it is not 180
Yes.
plus 30 degree.
180
So
plus
just
30.
total angle delay is 180 plus 30, 210. So just divide 210 by 360. Just tell me better.
200.
That is phase delay for the thyristor number 2. Okay. So this
Yes,
period is same 0.02. Now just tell me the phase delay value in second.
0.583.
0.583
583.
into
0.2.
0.02.
0.02. 0.02, sir.
0.02. So this is your AC delta. Apply and OK. Okay. So now our circuit is almost completed. One more thing is remaining here. That means we require 3 terminals for measure the output. That means one for input voltage, voltmeter one for output voltage, another for the output current. Okay. So this scope we require 3 number of axes. Okay. So just click on the scope and just go to the setting and just type here according to your number of requirement of axes. So here we require 3. Is it not? So just write here 3 and apply and OK. Okay. So 3 axes create here. That means in axis number 1, you show the input voltage waveform variation. In axis number 2, output voltage waveform variation. In axis number 3, output voltage current variation. Okay. So now just connect this output voltage and emitter terminal to the scope. Okay. So 3 terminal connected here, create here. So just connect this one and just get the output voltage. Okay. So input voltage variation is connected to the axis number 1. Okay, that is first one. And output voltage connected to the second axis. And output
Yes, sir.
current variation is connected to the
Third axis.
okay. Now set with sample time. There is small time, that is set 0.3. And now just run this model. Okay. We already completed, na? No. We do not provide the gate pulse thyristor number 1 and 2. So just provide gate pulse from the pulse generator thyristor 1 and from the gate pulse of thyristor number 2. Okay.
Sir, what is the use of?
Now it is completed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can now just run this model. Okay. So just click on this point. Now compiling your model. Yeah. So this model is successfully run. Now if you click on the scope, then you are able to see the result. Okay. So just click on the autoscape and you will get the output something like this one. Okay. This one is your supply input voltage waveform and this one is your output voltage waveform and this
Yes,
one
sir.
is your
Output current.
output current waveform. Okay. So this is
Yes.
the angle delay, that is 30 degree. At the delay of 30 degree, output will start. Okay. So just
Yes, sir.
you maybe change the angle of delay either 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. So corresponding to the output voltage and output current will be changed. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this
Yes,
is
sir.
the basic how we can just simulate with the MATLAB or any circuit. Okay. So if you practice this one, that will be more useful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay, fine. So just we stop here.
Yes, sir.
Or if you have any problem at any point, just can you tell me?
Now, sir, this is clear.
Okay, this is fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just tell me.
I have problem in one calculation problem. So can you solve it? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you can explain it.
yeah, tell me.
So let me show you. Sir, allow me to share.
Okay. So your problem is related from this one or another things?
Related to one electrical, I mean, one machine problem.
Achha, okay.
It is calculation.
Okay, so